Hello, today for reading, we're going to kind of take a step back and look at some things and review what we've done this year related to grammar and writing and English. Because when I'm looking at some of the things that you're responding to me, I want to talk a little bit more about verbs this week and using verbs correctly. So I know some of this is going to be a review for you, and we're kind of taking a little bit of a step back, but I also want to make sure you understand this because especially since we won't be together anymore this year, I want to make sure that these are things that you know for next year. So today we're going to be talking about verb tenses. You don't need anything for this lesson. I'm going to be attaching a worksheet that I have with me now, and then you'll just be responding to questions that are on there. So remember, a verb is an action. So actions are things that you do. Run, jump, hop, skip, play. I know you can think of a lot more, but those are verbs, and I know that you know those already. Today we're going to review verb tenses and making sure that we're using the correct verb tenses in our writing and in our speaking. So this is an example of the sheet that I'm going to be giving you. Now I have it from a book, and I know you don't have this book. I'm going to attach it though to this email. So it's going to be a little bit hard for you to follow along since you don't have it in front of you. But if you listen, and you can actually open up the email, open up the document, and have that in front of you, and then just have the audio of what I'm saying in the background. That might help you for this. If not, you can just listen to me and I'll have this and explain it to you. So today we're going to review verb tenses. You're going to be completing this for your assignment, but I want to kind of explain and go over a couple of things first. There's 3 different tenses that we speak and we write in. So past tense, remember, means something that already happened. So past means I'm speaking about something that happened yesterday. Could even be an hour ago, the day before, a week ago, a year ago, when you were little. So past means it already happened. Present tense means it's happening right now. Right now you're listening. Right now you're sitting. You're going to be writing. So those are things that are happening now. Now, if something's happened in the past, a lot of times you might see an ED at the end. Like, she walked yesterday. When did she walk? She walked yesterday. It has an ED at the end. Present tense, there might be an ING, or there doesn't even necessarily have to be one of those endings. It can just determine the verb, however it's being used. So right now I'm talking to you. It ends with an ING, or it can end with an S. She talks to me. It's happening right now. So that's present tense. The third tense, and we've talked about this before, would be future. It means it didn't happen yet. So tomorrow, it's going to be raining. So I'm not talking about it now. It will happen. Or I can say, I will cook dinner later. Will cook. A lot of times when you have will in front of it, it means it didn't happen yet, but it's going to be happening. So those are the 3 tenses we'll be talking about. There's this box up here. Oops, I'm on the wrong page. There's this box up here that I'm going to read to you. Again, you can open up the email and you can have this right in front of you as I'm talking about it, or just listen to it from what I'm saying. So it says present tense verbs, and these are things we just talked about, show action that is happening right now or on a regular basis. Present tense verbs agree in number with who or what the action is doing. Past tense verbs show action that took place in the past. It already happened, is kind of what I was saying before. Most past tense verbs end in ed. Now it says most there because remember, in English there's always exceptions to the rule. Like, instead of an ed, I might say I ate dinner. Well, ate means I already did it because you don't say eated, I eated dinner. So even though it says that most of them will end with an ed, they won't always, just so you know. Future tense verbs show action that will happen in the future. So it hasn't happened yet. The future tense is formed with the verb will. So I will be doing that tomorrow. It didn't happen yet. So you're going to be completing this page for an assignment. Now, in the first section, it says write present if the underlined word is present tense, or past if it's in the past, or future. So on the lines, now I'm just going to have it typed in an email, so you'll have to respond that way because you don't have this book. You're just going to write past, present, or future. I'm not going to have the sentence typed out for you because I'm including this in the email. So you have to open up the attachment. This is going to pop up. I'm going to take a picture of it and then I'm going to attach it. That's how I'm going to do it. And then I'll just have number 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do number 1 together. I always like to do an example together. It says, the story of sneakers started with the development of rubber. Now it underlines a verb for you, and the word is started. It ends with an ed, that's a hint. So would that be the past, the present, or the future? It would be the past. It already happened. So number 1, you would just write past. That's what you're doing on the top section. Now down below it says, look at the sentences with present tense verbs in part A. Then rewrite each one in the past form of the verb. I'm going to change the directions a little bit for this one. You know how I like to do that sometimes. What I'm going to have you do is, since there are 3 problems there, I want you to think of one verb. You're going to use the same verb for all 3, and you're going to put them into the different tenses. 1 should be in the past. Number 2 is going to be in the present. Number 3 is going to be in the future. Let me give you an example. So the verb that I'm going to choose the verb jump. So I don't want you to do this one. So I'm going to use jump in the past tense for number 1. Here's my sentence. I jumped rope yesterday outside. Okay, that happened already. It ended with an ed. Number 2, it's going to be in the present tense. It's happening right now. I'm still going to use the word jump, so you should be using the same verb. I am jumping right now. Okay, so I use the word jumping for my verb. Now, number 3 is going to be the future. It didn't happen yet. I'm still going to use the word jump. I will jump in a contest with my friend on Friday. So it didn't happen. It's going to be happening. I use the same verb. That's what I'd like you to do for this bottom section. So if there's something on here you don't know how to do, rewatch this video and hopefully that answers your question. If not, you can always email me. Remember to open up the attachment so you can look at this. Thank you.